Whoa, it's the guy that owns ROMEMORY. Yes. Peak game and peak owner.
Oh my god, I have to present a video about European leaders, and I have to include my voice in it. It's so tough!
Great video, great video, great video. I do have one tiny, itty bitty problem though. I didn't see my game in your video. I hadn't played it at the time. It's got a good rating. Expect the video. Okay. I'm working right on that. Okay guys, let's make a video on ROMEMORY so I don't end up in a casket. Jokes aside, I'd say that ROMEMORY is a really good game, and I've actually been meaning to make some sort of video on it. I was originally planning to record it on my main channel, where I usually do gameplays and stuff, but I just kind of decided to play it on my own, and it was a pretty fun experience, so I think this game deserves a video on itself, rather than being a part of some other video, or a comparison of some sort. Oh, and if you're concerned, the creator isn't actually holding me at gunpoint. They're actually a pretty silly person, and they're currently working with Pizza Time Dev to help improve their game, if you didn't know. I was forced to say that so I wouldn't die! Save me! Technically, you can say that ROMEMORY is more of a myth game rather than a psychological-based game. Like, for example, it takes more aspects from games like Happy World with Happy People and other myths I've seen. But it still counts in the genre since it is labeled as a psychological horror, so yeah, I guess we have the authority to go over it. We'll be doing the same as before as we did in the previous video with rating with a point system. That will never be fluent in tracking points because I'm too lazy for that. But before we get into the actual game, let's take a little peek at the front page of the game first. This game is very open to the fact that it is a bait-and-switch horror game, as if you were to not only look at the front page, but also look at the badges, you'll see some abnormalities. Oh boy, look at these cutie patooties I'm gonna meet! Oh, I can't wait to meet all of them! I'm jumping with joy at— What the fuck is that? There's also this little passage in the front page that is important to the lore, but we'll get into why later. Anyway, grab a seat, grab a snack, grab some Bloxy Cola or something, and let's get into the psychological horror of ROMEMORY, a game where it shames you for your past. This is Kronos, our protagonist. Kronos is a normal guy living within this house and our neighborhood with his friends. There's Dendron, Credo, Mono, Betty, who I will not be giving a flower to, and Gladys. I'll give about 12 points for map design, dialogue, and the music choice, which I love, but there's really nothing to do until you decide to. What's going on? Apparently everyone hates us now for something we did, but what did we do? I'm giving this section 10 points for its uses of rejoining as a mechanic to progress the game, and the overall vibe of the place is pretty scary too. No music, the soulful theme of the game is gone, and everything feels a lot more hostile towards you. It really sets the scene for everything that's about to happen next. Oh, and speaking of, it's about that time.
spooky loud sound effect that breaks your eardrum.
Yeah, the sound effect was so loud that it didn't even get captured by the video. The game tends to abuse of a lot of loud sounds, and it is a negative trait towards it, but we'll get into that more later. I have to say, since the loud sound was there, I have to give it a 5 instead of a 10. Oh, and you remember the girl asking for a flower? Well, we're gonna give her that flower now. Let's see what happens. Oh. Well, this stinks. I'm not sure if there's a way to remove this, but this force field really does take away from the immersion. So I'm not going to be docking points for this, but if there is a way to remove this, then I'd recommend doing it. I really like how this section is built. It's like adding lore, but at the same time, it's also scolding the protagonist for what they've done. You can tell that this is more of a mental event and that the protagonist really does regret whatever they've done, but the question still remains, what has the protagonist done? Well, we're gonna get into that soon. For now though, this section gets 10 points for how it's designed and how it follows the lore. I'm also giving a lot of 10 points because I am praising whole sections rather than simple assets, if you guys were wondering. If you were to go up to Kratos and the unknown figure in the mysterious world, then you'd be teleported to another game. I really like the walk animations and textures for these memory segments, but I do have a very big issue with them. Or specifically this one, not all of them. The walk is so unnecessarily long. Looks like it's some sort of ritual to have a really long walk session in your psychological games, since it's in almost all of them, no matter what you play. I'll only be giving this section about 3 points, since the long walk really does ruin it. I won't be taking points for this, but this is more of just a recommendation. I recommend timing the dialogue to appear right when he's walking up to the body, because I'm pretty sure if any normal person saw a body, they'd be more quick to react. The reason I'm not taking points for this though is because I do assume it has to do with the lighting in the area. It's presumably really dark. If you happen to click on this off-looking tree, you'll end up in a pretty scary forest. The same forest from before, but this time we're playing as Kronos. Yet again, another long walk. This time I'll sadly be taking points off of this, but I do like how the text here is made. Also, if you decide to push do, your game crashes and it plays another loud sound. In the strange world, if you end up deciding you want to chat with Gladys, you get another cutscene, and I'm just gonna let this one play because it really hits. Wow. Holy. There's just something about watching the character raise the gun up to their chin that's just so unsettling. It was done really well, and I think this scene is honestly probably the best in the game. And yeah, that was my opinion on ROMEMORY. Cool game with interesting mechanics and attributes to it, along with a fascinating and still growing story. After all, this game is still in beta and hasn't even finished yet, so I'm really excited to see where this game and its storyline goes. I truly believe the creator of this game was a great choice for the Pizza Game dev to recruit as a helper, and I'm now looking forward to what Pizza Game has in store for itself. But overall, great game. Do recommend. It's quite abstract and strays away from the usual concepts of psychological horrors in the same genre, even if it's just a bit. That's all for this video. Thank you all for watching me yap once more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Is he still here?